Hello guys, welcome to your 2026 rebrand. This is the year. It's the year. It's the year we guys rebrand and become the best versions of ourselves. I'm not saying that like we need to get uptight, we need to become the best version of ourselves straight away this year, it has to be this year. It's a step in that direction. We aren't forcing this, guys. We aren't forcing this. It's naturally going to come to us, but we are implementing our own steps to become the best version of ourselves. I have got my trusty journal here. I've written down everything that I want to speak to you guys about. I can't stress this enough. You don't need to change yourself. This whole rebrand thing, it's just a fucking trend, like everything is these days. You don't need to stress yourself out because Sophie on fucking Instagram has done the best rebrand ever. She looks fucking amazing. She's dyed her hair, she's become an influencer, and everything's life's so amazing for her. Like, shut the fuck up. You don't need to do that. You don't need this toxic mentality. I want to share my advice because I have been in those toxic mindsets of having to better myself, having to do everything, and it can be so disappointing sometimes, and it can be so consuming, and we don't need that in 2026. We do not need anything consuming our brains. So I'm going to tell you what I'm doing to rebrand, and I'm also going to help you guys with my tips and tricks and my advice on how to rebrand naturally, taking care of yourself. If you haven't met me already, my name's Rochelle. I started my YouTube channel like a year ago. I love doing YouTube. I've literally did it for years when I was a child, and I'm now finally getting back into it. So if you like my content, please subscribe. It means a lot. I hope you guys like my content. If you do, subscribe. So we're gonna go into my journal now, which is a very dangerous place. Very messy too. Like, what the fuck is she going on about here? I am currently in my caravan, but it's not the most aesthetic place in the world, but it's a caravan, so... Oh my god, talking about journals, guys. You need to get a journal. I know, everyone says it. You need to journal, you need to release your thoughts and release how you feel into a journal and write it down. You don't have to do that. But just get a fucking journal. Get a journal, write down anything. It could be to-do list. It could be remembering to do things. Wait, that's a fucking to-do list. I'm not the smartest, okay? But this journal, it's not my thoughts and feelings. Sometimes it is when I get really angry or I'm really sad and lonely. But in here, I've got a letter to myself for in a year's time. If you haven't done a letter to yourself for in a year's time, definitely do it. It makes you think about all the things that you want to do, where you want to be in a year's time. And then when you read it back, I did it last year, and to be honest, I didn't write that much in it, which is why I've written a lot more. I've written a lot more in this letter for me to open next year. So it's going to be very interesting. But I definitely advise that's the start of your fucking rebrand. Rebrand! That's the start of your rebrand, okay? Write a letter to yourself. You could be saying goodbye to the old version of yourself in this letter. You could be writing about your future goals, what you want to do, what you want to complete, what friends are around you at this point, like anything. Write a letter to yourself right now. Right now, write a letter to yourself. Put it in an envelope, get a journal, preferably one that has like a little holder at the back. Mine has a little holder at the back. And then you could put that letter in or tape it in, and that is something that you can look forward to. So when you open your journal every day, you think, oh, I've got that to look forward to, because I did it. And I think it's worth it. It's very nice. And then over the years, you'll just have like loads of these letters of these things that you really want to do. It's such a good idea. I don't see why people don't do it more often. It only takes half hour to write yourself a letter, and then you don't have to touch it for a year. And then when it's been a year, you can read it. Anyway, I think you should get a journal. I do think you should get a journal. I was on that page. Funny joke. I think that you should get a journal because you can write whatever you want in here. And it doesn't have to be your thoughts and feelings. It doesn't have to be to-do lists. You could even just draw in it. You could scribble anything in it. You could tape things in it. You could get your friends to draw and write in it. A journal doesn't have to be just about one thing. I had a really bad habit of buying loads and loads of journals, and each one of them has loads of different random shit in them. So I'm like, why don't I just get one and put loads of random shit in it? I'm sustaining one very well at the moment now. If you get a journal and you do end up writing things down, like your goals, You are 42% more likely to achieve your goals than someone who wouldn't write it down. Just think about that. All you have to do, pen and paper. Simple. 42% more likely to do that now. As long as you read it over, you don't just go blah, you know. Girls and boys, scrap those New Year's resolutions. We're not having them this year. I think this is the year where we stop doing New Year's resolutions because they make you wanna cry. They make you wanna cry when you don't do them. So don't do any New Year's resolutions this year, guys. We're going to set 3 goals, 3 major goals. What is 3 things that you want to achieve in 2026? Now, these can be like small, tiny, minor things, or to you seem like small, tiny, minor things. Or they could be huge goals. You could have a goal of just dressing better, which then would lead you to more confidence, which with more confidence, you can conquer the world, baby. Oh, fuck me. Why did I say that? This journal is pissing me off. Don't get a journal. Anyway, these goals that you have can be big, can be small. You could start going to the gym, which shows to yourself that you can show up for something, which might make your work life easier. It might make turning up for friends easier. Being on time, setting a time that you're going to go to the gym and do something will show yourself that you can show up. Or maybe it could be as simple as creating a morning routine or an evening routine. There's loads of these videos online too, so you can watch and copy someone else's morning routine or anything. Setting up yourself a morning or night routine will help you be ready for the next day. You wake up in the morning, you know what to expect. You're doing this morning routine and then you have action. And then you know at a certain time you're going to lay down, get ready for bed, or you're going to do your evening routine and you're going to get ready for bed. Life will be so much more simple if you create more routines. Morning routine, night routine. You know what time you're waking up. You know what time that you're going to start the day. You know what time you're settling down. You know what time you're going to go to bed. You don't have to do anything extravagant. You don't have to do anything extravagant. Fuck. You could just simply know that you're going to chill out at a certain point, and maybe you could doom scroll. Maybe you just do something that, you know, you get that little bit of hit of dopamine, maybe have some snacks or whatever. Just have that relaxing time that you can look forward to at the end of the day. Have that relaxing time in the morning. Wake up an hour or 2 early. Have that relaxing time before your day starts. You're going to calm down your nervous system by doing this, guys. Everyone is dealing with anxiety, stress, everything. If you just wake up and think, oh shit, I gotta fucking do everything, or oh fuck, I'm trying to go to sleep, but I can't think about going to sleep because I'm thinking about what I'm doing tomorrow. You know that you have a morning routine that next morning and you are going to think about what you're going to do the next day, okay? If you have ideas, get your journal. At night time, write down your fucking ideas. Write down your thoughts, what's on your brain, and keep writing till your eyes fall asleep. These routines will help you so much. And also, being in a routine makes you happy, sort of. Talking from experience, but also don't listen to me on that. We are moving on to health now. Health is wealth. That's cringy. Health is wealth, babies. Health is wealth. Now, you might want to start a new diet. You might want to work out every single day. You might be just setting yourself up for failure. I hate to say it to you. I hate to break it to you. Don't go on some crazy diet that you're going to fuck up in a few weeks' time. Think about what you're actually putting into your body. Enjoy food. Enjoy everything. But every now and then, take your notice to what you are putting in your body. If you look on the back of packaging and you can't fucking read it because it's all live from my ingredients, don't put that in your body, babes. Bread should be like 3 ingredients or 2 ingredients. It doesn't need to be 15. Just take care of your body in that aspect, because cancer is so rife. Look at the fucking back of packaging on food, okay? You don't need to go on some diet because this sugar-free biscuit has no sugar in it, but it has all of this fucking shit stuff in it. Look, it doesn't matter what you eat and drink. It doesn't matter what you want to consume, okay? Just take notice that real food does exist to be consumed for you to actually live and grow. Does that make any sense? I'm getting really fucking passionate about this, but it really pisses me off because I know that a lot of foods are being made now to kill us off. Pretty much. I'm not the first person that said that, but it is so true. Just watch what you're fucking consuming, okay? eat and enjoy food, have cupcakes, have this, have that, have this. Just natural fucking ingredients, not all this random shitty, you don't want that going into your temple of a body, okay? My fucking ears come out to say I don't want to eat shit. You don't want to eat shit. Yeah, you might want a pizza, that's fine. That could be classed as shit to some people, but a proper homemade pizza or a proper pizza that you know has natural ingredients in it, that's fucking fine. Like, chocolate, it's literally all fine for you. Don't restrict yourself because it's a new year, because you want to diet, because you want to rebrand. Just eat foods that don't have things that you can't even read in them, when they should actually only have like 4 or 5 ingredients, okay? Yeah, I know, it tastes good, but cancer doesn't taste good. Still on the topic of health is wealth. Do you stretch? Do you stretch at all? Can you touch your toes right now? My dad can touch his toes, and that's because I showed him that I could touch my toes. And he was like, I need to be able to touch my toes. I can't touch my toes. Can you touch your toes? My 50-year-old dad can touch his toes. Can your 50-year-old dad touch his toes? Everyone needs to be touching their toes in 2026. Everybody needs to be touching their toes in 2026. I don't mean like fucking grabbing your foot right now. I mean stretching down, straight legs, straight, I don't know, get fucking stretching, because this rebrand isn't just about this year, it's about your future. And you, when you have children, you want to run around, you want to not be able to fall over, you want to be able to live your life to the fullest. You need to work on your mobility, even from the age of fucking 16, 17. Get fucking stretching. This is going to be the last time that I tell you guys, okay? Start stretching. If you don't start stretching after this, just really think about it. Do you want to be 40, 50, maybe even in your 30s and be stiff and in pain all the time? Like, most people are in pain because they've never stretched a day in their life. Or they have when they did when they were younger. You need to stretch. My dad stretches every single day now. He still gets like bad back and stuff, but he feels like he can walk around more. He feels like he can run if he needs to. You know, health is wealth. Don't just start because something's happened with your health. You need to start now. Working on your health now is so important. Even when you don't have any problems, focusing on your health is the biggest thing of this rebrand. Health is wealth. Look after yourself. You want to be happy in 5 years. You want to be happy in 10 years. You want to be happy in 15, 20 years. You want to play with your grandchildren. I can't explain this to you anymore. Just make sure you stretch and start working out. You could go on walks. You could go on runs. You could do strength training. You could play tennis on Sundays with your nan or uncle. Health is wealth, and I can't stress it enough. I'm very passionate about it, and I think I'm quite passionate because I've lost a lot of people in my family to know that health is wealth. And if that's not a main priority in your brain, that's the rebrand that you've got to start. Health is wealth, and that needs to be a fucking trend. Health is wealth, guys. Yeah. Talking about running, now I used to go on runs all the time. I am not enjoying them at the moment, but I definitely do want to get back into them. Start going on run walks. I have actually just started going on walks and then jogging for like 5 seconds, 10 seconds. Might look stupid. You might look stupid. I had bolognese for dinner. You might look stupid just walking and then all of a sudden you start running for 10 seconds. But if you think to yourself, oh yeah, I'm going to go out on a run, I have to keep running, keep it up, the whole 2 kilometers, 5 kilometers that you do, you're going to tire yourself out. You're going to bore yourself. You're going to start hating it. If you start by doing walks with a little bit of running here and there, might not be a lot. You might end up most of the time just walking, but do a little bit of running in there too. Eventually, if you go out every day and you do this, you're going to find that you can run a little bit longer, and it's going to take time, but you want this to be something that stays in your routine. You need to make it something that's not that harsh and something that you actually look forward to. Like, I'm going out for a walk, and then in your head it's like a walk run, because I might run, I might listen to some music and it gets to the highest point of the song and I'm like, fuck, I'm gonna run this bit. Do you know what I mean? Go on run walks. If you really struggle with finding what sort of fitness that you want to get into, ow, fuck, I hit my eyebrow piercing. If you struggle with what fitness you want to get into, try going to a few classes. Try going to do tennis. Try doing bowling. Bowling fitness? I guess it is. Try all different sports classes. They're not that expensive. £10 for a sports class. or £10 at the pub. To be honest, I go for the pub one, but I'm doing dry January. It's not that expensive to find what fitness works best for you. Everyone has a type of fitness that they will enjoy. And slowly you'll see improvements in yourself and you'll be able to do other things. Don't be lazy this year, guys. We are moving on to mental health. You know that big ball of fire in the sky? That's gonna help you a lot. If you spend 30 minutes out in the sun, it's gonna make you happy. You know that big pond that's around coastlines? If you jump in that for 2 minutes, you're gonna be happy. If you do it every single day, you will become happy. If you don't have the sun, get a depression lamp. If you don't have sea or a pond or a lake, do a cold shower. Now I know what I've just said is easier said than done, okay? But consistency is key, and if you want to make yourself feel better, spending more time in sunlight or getting yourself a depression lamp may help you a lot. It's not going to just switch overnight. It's not just going to switch overnight. You need consistency. Mental health is consistency. You need to keep up these daily habits of being in the sun, having cold exposure, waking up on time, having routine, having evening routine. All of these things you need to keep doing, because eventually the outcome's amazing. Hobbies! Oh my god, hobbies, right? You either have thousands or you have like one, or maybe you struggle to have any hobbies. Finding your hobbies. Hobbies are what make you, you. And if we're rebranding here and we don't have any hobbies, or, you've fallen out of love with a hobby, try dedicating 2026 to finding your new passion, to finding your new hobbies. 2026, you don't have to have everything figured out. Just separate your life into little boxes and think about the small achievements that you want to make and strive towards them. What's one thing every day that I can do to reach my goal? But again, if you don't have any hobbies, maybe spend the year trying to find out what hobbies you actually enjoy. Try loads of different things. Try bowling, try art, try go-karting, try horse riding, try everything in the year. Make memories whilst you do it, but also find something that you really enjoy. There's so many things out there that you can do. There's carpentry with woodwork, there's falconry, there's people that check for fridges are working at work. There's so many things that you can find a passion for. Why don't you just spend the year finding out what that passion is, what that hobby is for you? And you never know, you could make it into a living. And imagine your work is your hobby. It's a good way to live. Again, I'm briefly going to say morning routines and night routines. Getting to bed before 11 o'clock is perfect. Waking up before 8 o'clock or before 8:30 is perfect. You don't need to be doing no 5 a.m. wake up. You can if you really want to, if you're dedicated. But 8 o'clock, 8:30, this is if you don't have a job or you wait or you work a little bit later or whatever. Wake up 2 hours before you're meant to be up. Spend that time with yourself. Now we're gonna get into some fun little chats, guys. Sorry, I've moved up a little bit now. Now you're probably wondering, how do I rebrand myself visually? How do I want to look? How do I want other people to perceive me? Be yourself, but also think about these things. I'm going to read from here so I know exactly what I'm saying, and hopefully it makes sense. You could find out what your signature scent is. So a perfume that when people smell it, they're like, Rochelle wears that. That reminds me of Rochelle. Find a perfume that you love. Get it? It doesn't have to be expensive. Find that scent of yours. New scent, 2026. New smelling girl over here. The way I said that just made me feel weird. Hairstyles. Oh my god. I don't get along with my hair very well. I dye it. I try and do things to it. It never ends up looking how I want it to look. Find a hairstyle that you want to stick to or is easy for you, makes you feel comfortable, makes you feel put together, and wear it. Wear it every day until you get bored. Then find a new hairstyle. Put yourself together like you would if you were going to meet the queen. Actually, maybe you do like a drastic hair colour. Well, I don't know. Nail polish. Have a certain colour that you wear in your nails. My nails are obviously need some work done to them. I know they get like this after a day of polishing them. Find a colour and a shade that you like. Maybe you like getting acrylics done and you have the money for it. Do it. But if you're trying to save money, don't do acrylics. I really wanted lashes this year. I'm not doing it. I need to save my money. Eventually I want lashes, but I can't right now. Girls, get a color on those nails and it's your color. Accessories. Maybe you're a gold jewelry person. Maybe you're a silver jewelry person. Find jewelry that you want to keep with you for the year. It's so nice to find old jewelry in your jewelry box and be like, that reminds me of this time. Maybe you don't want to be reminded of a certain time, but sometimes it's nice to look in your jewelry box and see a necklace from where you went on holiday or you went traveling for 6 months. Find accessories that you're going to keep with you for that year, that when you look back, you can be like, when you see them again, you'll be like, oh, that's 2026. That's the year I did this. I wore this. This is my lucky necklace because I got lucky and successful this year, so that's my necklace. That's my lucky necklace. I'm going to wear that now for the rest of my life. Do you know what I mean? Maybe I'm going a bit crazy here. Don't buy clothes if they're uncomfortable for you to wear all the time. Wear comfy clothes. You don't need to stop yourself from breathing when you wear clothes, okay? You wear what makes you comfortable, girl. Now, I'm going to add a few things that I'm doing this year that are small and just a bit silly, to be honest. Some of the things that I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking more pictures. You know, stay off your phone. Don't spend all your time behind a screen. But I really do want to take more photos, and I'm going to get more disposable cameras. It's really good getting these cameras, and then at the end of the year, you can go through all of the photos of 2026 and make a 2026 magazine. I was doing that for 2025, but to be honest, I didn't take that many photos. I did live in the moment last year, and I'm going to do it again, but I'm going to take more photos. Look forward to something at the end of the year, like that letter for yourself or the magazine for yourself, and think, what do you want to see in those? Like, what do you want to, when you read your letter back, look back and be like, oh, I'm proud I did this. Or in your magazine, you could add photos of things that you've completed and things that you've done. And this magazine's just a success story, but for yourself. We're coming to the end of the video. I am going to do a separate video on vision boards. I have currently ordered the things that I need to make this vision board. If you guys are interested, that will be one of my next videos. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm sorry if I got a little bit aggressive or very passionate, but I am very passionate about this sort of stuff. And I hope you guys have a lovely year. I hope that you complete all the goals that you want to complete this year. I hope you and your family and your friends are all happy and healthy. I will see you in my next video. If you haven't already, make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. Comment down below what you're doing to rebrand. Again, make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Love you guys. Bye.